What's up?
Let me sit in Daddy's lap. I
Yes.
figured. Okay. Here we go. All right, you gotta do it.
Oh.
What?
What's up, buddy?
What's up, everybody?
Good morning. Because first,
You say your words. Use your words. Welcome to a.
first motion was by Scone, Orca Roofing, the band, Orca Roofing, OrcaRoof.com.
Good job. So we'll recap that. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to a Thursday edition of Morning Scone, presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com, Restored Motions, RestoredMotions.com, and ProCharge EV, ProChargeEV.com. Hope you are all having a magnificent start to your Thursday. I do have a quick question. I'm curious for those watching on YouTube how we sound. And the reason is I'm trying a new microphone for YouTube and wondering if, okay, so y'all can't hear me. Bummer. YouTube. Okay. What about now, YouTube? Can you hear me better now, YouTube? That's a total bummer. Okay. Sit tight. I'm just going to unplug this. Okay. All right, YouTube, volume should be good now. Hopefully, we're better now. Okay. Well, I tried. I don't know what's going on with that. I'll need to set something up that I don't have set up correctly. Anyway, okay. Let's say some good mornings. Hope your day's off to a great start. I have there in the description about Sean Payton going back to Fox. He's set to interview with all the teams that have vacancies, but the more scuttle I hear, and excuse me, the more scuttle I hear, and certainly what Jeff Duncan said on the AFR the other day, is that it looks more and more like that Sean Payton doesn't have a suitor. Even Ian Rappaport reported that yesterday. So, without a suitor, Sean Payton goes back to TV, which would be massively disappointing for the Saints because we're really kind of banking on Payton coaching next year somewhere, so the Saints get the draft assets. That and the Pels lost last night, home favorite to Minnesota with BI returning, and it did not go well. So, man, they are riding the struggle bus right now, and they got to find. Second of a back-to-back is tough, I get that. But, man, they got to find a way to get going good again. So, just hold the line until Zion can come back, man. Get BI back in the flow of things and take some of that pressure off of CJ McCollum and get rolling again. I love you. Look at your hair. Look at his hair. Look at all his hair. Well, I'm glad you got it. Daddy doesn't, but I'm glad you do. Because you deserve it. I'd rather be bald and you have a good head of hair. How about that?
And then
you look like a rooster. Jason H, what's going on? What shoes we going with today? So I got some navy and white Forces. Gonna rock that tonight. Actually looking forward to this evening, y'all. Over the summer, I emceed the Kelly Richmond Foundation Gala. And one of the events, Paul Maneri is also always such a great ambassador for that event, that organization. He always puts up a dinner, like a wine pairing dinner at Mansour's. And so I bid on it and won it. And so I'm going to have dinner tonight with Paul and Karen Maneri, me and Erica. My dad's going to come. Gramps is going to come. My brother Brian's coming to town. My little nephew Eli's going to make it. So anyway, looking forward to it tonight. So we'll have a good night tonight, huh? We'll have a good night tonight, huh? Go have a nice dinner and get to see Coach and tell some stories and have a good time with family, huh? Huh? It'd be a good time. Let's see. So anyway, so After that show, we're going to get dressed and go to New St. Lillian.
New.
So, New St. Lillian. Okay. So, Jason, that's the navy and whites will match the sport coat I'm wearing. So, looking forward to it. Brad David, what's with this story of LSU overpaying Kelly? How does that happen? Yeah, so apparently they were paying both Brian Kelly and his LLC simultaneously. So it's a glitch. They worked it out. It had a lot of Office Space vibes to it. Wendell Norman, Jason H., what's going on? The Midwest Try, what's going on? Tim Gotro. Hunter Broadhead, Jeff Hawk, what's good, man? Good morning. Devin Kelly, Cliff Nelson, good morning. It said Team Drew. Can you say Team Drew?
Hi, Team Drew.
Hi, Team Drew. Leon Williams, Damon Hinderberger, Strong Side, Brett DeGrow, Chewalt One, what's up? Let's see, Josh Blackman. I guess if Payton stays at Fox and the Saints have another year like this one, there's always a chance we get it back next year. Oh. Actually, Josh, that's not a terrible thought. Huh. Now, the question is, would you want to revert to that era? Or do you want to just wipe your hands clean and move on to something completely new? But yeah, I mean, Josh, if I'm really going to look at it and say, okay, if Sean Payton does stay at Fox, what's the positive? That might be it. If you don't figure out quarterback again and you go sub 500 again and miss the playoffs for a third consecutive year, and Payton's willing to come back and you have him under contract through 2024? I mean, you got him under contract. Come on. Not a bad thought, Josh. Irfan Sayyad, what's good? Ronnie Duga. Hi, Drew. Ronnie Duga. Now, I don't know that the Saints are going to move on from Dennis Allen after 2 seasons. It would certainly be more likely than after 1, clearly. Kelly Gross, Quentin Breakbill, Jason Truax, what's good, man? Truax. Brant Roban. He said, what a stud you have there. Huh, he's calling you a stud. Are you a stud?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Steve Beebe, what's good, man? Long time no talk to. Brian Wynn, what's up? Okay, Brian bought some Woodford last night. Thinking it'd be good in an old fashioned. Sure, man. To each their own. I actually did make myself an old fashioned last night and made it with Sazerac rye. I believe old fashions were meant to be made with rye whiskey. So you have the sweet and the spice sort of offsetting each other. But to each their own. So you do you. Let's see. Skip, what's good, man? Hutco's on the roof at the moment. Let's go. All right, Skip. Appreciate you, man. Doing a roof replacement there. So I know we had a lot of bad weather on Tuesday night. It was awful weather, as a matter of fact. If you had or think you might have had roof damage as a result, water in the house, leaks on the roof, shingles on the ground, anything like that you notice. Or if you're not sure, let us come take a look. Hudco Roofing, hudcoroofing.com. Oh, I forgot to pin the Hudco link. My bad.
Whoops.
It's because I got one hand because I got somebody sitting on my lap. I'm off my game here for a sec. There we go. Oh, I hear the washing machine going off. Ugh. Oh my goodness, Drew.
Oh my. Oh wait. Here go.
What?
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Drewby.
What you gonna do?
What?
Just wait.
Boom. Okay. Let's see.
Oops.
Okay. Bubba Smith, good morning. Kelly Presley, good morning. Dustin Balello. Drew is a legend. Best open to the show. Say hi, Dustin.
Hi, Dustin.
Very good. Man, they remember when you were little bitty. You used to come in here and hit all my filters and put bat ears on Daddy's face and makeup and all kind of stuff. Do you remember that? Do you remember that? Huh? All the OG morning schooners remember that. Charlie Cavell, what's up? Let's see, Brant, 2 muff punts, 2 block kicks, lost by 1 to Florida State. Florida State's getting a lot of hype for next season. I think with all the mistakes fixed, we bear Florida State handily next September. Play means beat. I don't know that I would say beat handily, Brant. Florida State turned out to be a good team, man. Jordan Travis is a good player, and he's coming back for a 5th year. They really steadied this season, and the 2 teams that have the sort of consensus best transfer portal classes are LSU and Florida State. So, and I believe...
What's it?
I believe Jared Verse announced he's returning as well. Hang on. Yeah, Jared Verse is coming back. I thought I remember that correctly. So, I mean, he was their stud edge rusher. They got via the transfer portal. He's coming back. He was a projected first-round pick. He's coming back for another year. So, beat handily. I don't know that I'm going to go that far. I think LSU would likely be favored in that game. And I think you're probably going to have a very competitive game. Paul Losi, Tashawn Moore, good morning. Looks like the Saints have a plan for Michael Thomas. We'll see. Looks like the plan for Michael Thomas is to cut him. Johnny Troxler, what's going on? Charlie Cavell, how does this LSU Hoops team beat Wake Forest and Arkansas, take Kentucky to the brink, and hit the skids when they're not competitive? Well, a couple things. Wake Forest was neutral site, so that's part of it. Arkansas has similar issues to LSU in that they can't score. I'll remind you, Arkansas beat LSU the other night scoring only 60 points, and LSU beat Arkansas scoring 60 points. Those are 2 of the most offensively challenged teams in the SEC. So the game in Baton Rouge, Arkansas was itself. They struggled to score like they struggled to score all year. LSU managed to put up 60 and won the game 60 to 57. So, and Arkansas has been shorthanded all year. Kentucky, as we saw early, Kentucky lost to South Carolina. Kentucky had some struggles early in the conference play. They seemed to have gotten it on track, but and LSU is playing with more confidence in. It's when you don't win a game for a month, it feels a little different. So I would have loved for the schedule to work out to where you had an Ole Miss or a South Carolina sprinkled into this run, because when you look at LSU's schedule, right? We talk but it shouldn't be surprising, y'all. We talked about this. It was so obvious, and I said it, if you didn't get that win against A&M or Florida, it was going to be a long time before you won a game. So, hi, what? Use your words.
That's not on the iPad.
That's on the iPad, okay.
But that's all.
Okay. Sorry about that. Okay. Hey, Dad, good morning. Chuck Sanchez. What's up, Chuck? Get it? Up, Chuck? I'll have you know that I've already spoken to another member of the Sanchez family this morning, or texted. Chuck's wife, Jessica, who handles marketing over at Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Need to get Mimi in to see someone over at Brock today. Mimi tweaked her knee, probably jumping off the top rope, you know what I mean? But they're wonderful over at Brock. Y'all go see them. Whatever your orthopedic issue, they are the best. You go to Brock, it's just what you do. Mimi will be there today. Michael Ongeron, good morning. Mark Vitanovich, no one wants to give a first rounder for Sean Payton. Well, then they won't get Sean Payton. Ryan Amanda Guidry, what's going on? Mark, will the Pelicans make the playoffs? Absolutely, they'll make the playoffs, Mark. I think the question for the Pels right now is, can you avoid the play-in? I think that was always, before the season, that was my goal projection was, hey, just be a top 6, avoid the play-in. And I think they spoiled us when they were healthy and playing great and got all the way up to the top seed in the West. But then injuries happen. I mean, look at the Suns. Look at what injuries do to teams. Amazing. The Nuggets, who are right now the best team in the West, when they don't have Jokic, they're kind of not good. Amazing. You lose the MVP and you're not as good. How it goes, man. This guy get healthy. Thomas Spencer. Hey, Drew and Matt, long story, but they did finally get my heart rate under control after several hours Monday. Thanks for the prayers. Absolutely, Thomas. Thank you for the update. Glad to hear that. Thomas had messaged he was going to the VA hospital. He was having tachycardia, and so glad you're feeling better and home, Thomas. Great news. Deborah Coward, good morning. Jeff Lee. Charlie, I get not winning games, but they're not competitive. Bro, that Charlie, I get what you're saying, 14 points and a half. But what is surprising about this? They don't have scoring. They don't have rim protection. They don't have size or length. They don't have shooters. They're not a good basketball team. And you're playing not just teams. I mean, Arkansas at one point this year was ranked in the top 10. I mean, Bama's the number 2 team in the country. Tennessee's a top 10 team. Auburn's ranked. What? I mean, I don't know what would you expect, man. It's. I'm not being combative here, Charlie. I mean, you know that, but I think the hardest part for fans right now is realizing what you are. I don't think people really conceptualize what Matt McMahon inherited. And I mean, I so vividly remember whenever McMahon came in and everybody left and they had to replace 13 spots, and we looked at the transfers out, the transfer portal rankings, the transfers out and the transfers in. The only player in the top 100 coming in was KJ Williams, and y'all's 4 out with Efton Reed and Alex Fudge and Brandon Murray. I mean, it's just, your roster got worse, the SEC got better. I don't know what to say. Matt Plavidal, good morning. Lou, does whiskey lose its taste if the bottles have to be empty for 2 to 3 years? No, Lou. What I tell you though is if it's sealed, right? So it's not going to lose its taste, but the more that it gets aerated, the more that it may open up, so it may lose some of its potency. So if as long as it's sealed tight and you don't have air getting in the bottle, some of the you will maintain the proof, but no, once whiskey's open, as long as you keep it corked, the bottle capped, you're fine. Eric Wilderrider, I get Jay Johnson sticking with Thompson at short. How long leash do you think he gets this year? All of the leash he needs. He's playing short. Sean Comiskey, what's going on? What's your favorite TV show, Drew? Drew loves Wheel of Fortune. Jesse Post, what's going on? Love when you have the co-host with you. Rick Hess, good morning. More snow on the way with sub-zero temps. Whew, no thank you. Leon, if we can get a quarterback this offseason, either through the draft trade or free agency, who would be the best fit? Purely hypothetical. I would love Lamar Jackson. I don't think it's going to happen. I think the Ravens franchise him if they don't get a deal. I could see the Saints maybe looking at Jordan Love. What would it cost to get him? Don't know. And is that a better option than drafting a quarterback? Don't know. I mean, I would be really content with using your second round pick on Hendon Hooker. and giving that a go. Let's see. Midwest Try just picked up a bottle of limited release Campfire. Can't wait to pour a glass during the Bengals game Sunday. Okay, Campfire is is from High West. It's a Scotch blend with rye, and not my favorite. It's got a lot of the peaty, smoky flavors that Scotch has, which isn't my favorite. But man, if that's your speed. A lot of people love High West is great. A lot of people love Campfire. Let's see. Justin Claymon, what's an average difference between shingle roof and metal roof pricing? Justin, you got to ask the roofers that, man. You got to ask our ops guys, GMs. I just talk about Hudco, man. Like, you don't, trust me, you don't want me quoting roofs. You don't want me walking on your roof. You don't want me swinging a hammer. Like, I'm not going to give you a price, bro. Call our office, man. Depends on the size of the job. Ryan Pike, Bengals are a 1-point favorite right now. I'm thinking of waiting till news of Mahomes good enough to go, hop on them when the line moves, make some 2.5-point dogs. Thoughts? Yeah, I don't know if it's going to move that way. It opened with Kansas City, I think, is a 1-point favorite, so it must have moved with the Mahomes injury, I guess. Jason H. asking for the Matt Shuffle. Been a minute, Jason H. You know what? Let's do it. Here we go.
When you need a roof, call someone you know. Scone, Ontario.
All you need is Hudco.
Call Hudco Roofing.
364.
1007.
Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Devin, even with the portal, do you really think men's basketball can be competitive next year? I do, but I think it also depends on what happens with the NCAA sanctions. That's the part that a lot of people overlook. I think it was very hard for Matt McMahon and his squad and his staff to recruit this year, considering the unknown about sanctions. Would they be short scholarships? Would they get hit with a postseason ban? I think that made it very difficult to recruit. So if LSU does get hit or hammered, might be harder. Jared Esprit, did you find out why Sean Payton was in New Orleans this week? Yes, he was in town for a conference. It's one of the businesses he's invested in. It's like a tech company that puts a lot of the smart technology into the footballs and stuff like that, into the equipment. Sean Payton has dealings with them, and they had a conference this weekend. It was in New Orleans. Or this week, that was in New Orleans. All right, Brian Payton, good morning from Joplin, Missouri. Randall Offrecht. Let's see, this is why Woodward kept the general around as long as he did. No, that's actually not why. Rainy day weather, good morning. Guy Brooks, good morning. Justin Claymon. I'm in North Carolina. I just have quotes all over the place. Figured to try some insight. Justin, hey, look. Call the Hudco office. Hey, look, rainy day weather. So call Joe Morales. He'll take care of you. Made the process extremely easy. Joe's awesome to work with. And I don't know, are you talking about residential or commercial, Justin? Like, we wouldn't go to North Carolina to do a residential job, but if it were a big enough commercial job, well, I'll absolutely go out of state to help. But you can still call and get good pricing. Let's see. Strong side went with the Otters picks last night. Cha-ching. I haven't even looked. I know the 3-team parlay didn't hit because of the Pels, but anyway. And Ryan Pike. Got it. All right, I think we're just about done. Ryan Minigadry, you know when you start doing the moves for the jingle with you, you miss hearing it. Kenneth Kyle, Arbeloso, and Joe Bear left out for playing time this year. No, I think they're going to play. I think you'll see those guys DH as part of a rotation. And Cade will DH, probably play some first base at times as well. Joe Bear will be in the DH rotation. I think you'll see a bit of a rotation at second base as well with Ben Napolt, who's a VCU transfer, and Jack Merrifield, who they like a lot. And Gavin Dugas will probably play some second as well. So you're gonna see a little bit of a rotation there, but I think the spots that are there's a lot of spots that are pretty well locked in already. Let's see. Doodly 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 doo, doodly 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 doo. All right, I think we are done. I gotta go. Oh, it's 8:03. Okay, y'all have an awesome day. Thanks so much for watching. YouTube, please smash that like button. Subscribe up to the channel if you haven't done so yet. Facebook, please like the page, share the post. Appreciate you as always. Shout out to Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. They're the best. If you need an orthopedist, just go schedule an appointment. Same day appointments available, after hours clinic, nights and weekends. Mimi's going to Brock today. Take care of her knee. HUDCO Roofing, like we mentioned. Restored Motions. If you've got pain, go see our friend Crystal Poche over at Restored Motions. She'll help you get through it. And ProCharge EV. I don't know if y'all noticed. EBR Schools announced all electric buses are coming via grant money. So they're going to need charging stations. ProCharge EV. We'll love to be in the mix for that. So charging stations for your home or for your commercial building. We'd love to help. ProCharge EV, ProChargeEV.com. Okay, y'all have an awesome day. LSU Daily is live. We'll see you for AFR 3. Peace.